This is the extension of an idea. Starting off the project, I wanted to give myself as many possible options as I could, so I challenged myself to make 18 different positions of the hand. I was experimenting to see if any gave me ideas or inspiration. I was asking myself, which one has the potential to take me all the way in this project? I couldn't decide on an orientation, so when it came time to make the wire hand, I took a different approach than some of my peers. While others had already decided on a fixed position and were making their physical hand, I aimed to make a dense, three-dimensional, semi-realistic hand with the intention of afterwards bending the fingers in a way to bring my theme to life. Being the first time I had introduced light to my hand, the idea for a theme started to take formation. The shadows being cast looked like an extension of the hand from certain angles, and the fact that light can take any object and exaggerate its proportions through shadow was quite interesting. The regulating lines have been included in the process to designate which parts of the hand are important for my final study. My theme has been decided as reach, and my study will be observing the stretching and shrinking of the casted shadow through movement of light. The bounding box, the casing that brings my theme to life, needs to be designed. Starting with the corners, each sketch gives accurate dimensions and positioning, but lacks real reasoning and was just done for appearance. These four designs bring something different to the table in terms of appearance and stability, but ultimately were scrapped in favor of something more practical and efficient for my final model. Instructions are important in the process of constructing anything, so here are the 12 steps for my bounding box assembly. I used the red to bring attention to what's being added in each step and a materials list at the end. Here are two iterations of my bounding box, the right one being my second attempt. This was necessary to change, as I needed to bring my box to life and incorporate functionality into its design. Then comes my final iteration, the inclusion of slides in order to perform the movement of light inside the box. The cladding was next. I chose to only have 2 windows on either slide of my box because that's all I want the viewer to focus on. The thinner opening is there to give a limited perspective as the slide glides by the hand. The larger opening gives a more complete view of the hand and its shadow. Here are the 2D drawings of 3 angles of the box. The black is the main frame, the light gray the slides, and the dotted lines the parts of the box that are hidden in these angles. A setting for your box brings your box to life. I decided to incorporate my theme into my environment. Since my theme was reach, the individual has to reach to grab the box and bring it down to their level as shown. Because we couldn't use an adhesive to attach the cladding to the box, I had to come up with other means. I tried 4 ways using the wooden samples for testing. From rubber bands, fishing wire, thread, and paper weaving, the most efficient and reliable way was the thread, and that is what I chose for the rest of my box. Here is my final physical model. The light puck is snug on each slide and gives off light to show the extension of the shadow from the hand. When moving the slides, the shadows enlarge and spread farther from the hand, showing extension and accomplishing my theme, which was reach.